Hello there and good afternoon. I'm hoping that you are doing well. Welcome to EBN News at 1 p.m. My name is LETICIA AFANDI, and remember, we are live on Facebook and YouTube at EBN TV. Now, starting off, patients at public hospitals in Kericho County are urging the government to ensure Social Health Authority (SHA) system works effectively. Many say they are forced to pay for medical care themselves, as SHA services are often unavailable or delayed. Some patients report being turned away or asked to pay in full before receiving treatment, while others spend more hours in long queues. Citizens are calling on authorities to improve SHA operations to guarantee affordable and timely health care.
Serikali ilitupea hii SHA na haifanyi. Tukienda scanning, tukienda maneno ya matibabu na maneno ya lab, tena tunaambiwa wanataka hawalipi, hawajalipa SHA. So hatujui ni kwa nini tumelipa SHA lakini haifanyi kazi.
Tumekuwa na tukio hapa Kapkate, tumekuwa na shida ya SHA tangu jana hadi leo. Leo tumekuwa na shida ya SHA tangu asubuhi saa 1, lakini ilipofika wakati wa saa 4 ilikuwa imeanza kufanya vizuri.
Now, to matters education, despite the rollout of the competency-based education CBE system in Kenya, many public schools still lack essential science equipment. At Sinoko Primary School in Kandui constituency, Bungoma County, head teacher Ann Akech says students attend lessons but are unable to practice experiments or conduct practical exercises. She notes that subjects requiring hands-on activities remain a dream for many pupils due to inadequate laboratory facilities and teaching materials.
Allow learners to interact with our science materials and activities with the intention of helping them develop interest in science and mathematics.
They are able to help us interact with the STEM resources, which is going to uplift the standards in the STEM pathways. I'm happy that my teachers have also interacted with the resources, because some we have, some we don't have. But now we are going to know the right things to make sure that are available at school. The children are also happy because I've seen the way they're behaving after interacting with the semester team. So we really thank God and hope that this practice is going to continue.
Changamoto iliyoko nafikiri ni vifaa. Naitwa internet. Hatuna internet katika shule yetu. Hatuna vifaa vya kompyuta ambayo inaweza tumika katika mafunzo. Kwa hivyo labda kupitia serikali inaweza tusupport, tupate kompyuta, tupate internet ili tupate kusaidia wanafunzi.
Now, moving on, Elgeyo Marakwet County residents affected by wildlife attack are set to receive compensation by June this year. Tourism and Wildlife Cabinet Secretary Rebecca Miano said the payouts will particularly benefit those living near Rimoi Wildlife Conservancy. Speaking during Wildlife Day celebration at the park, Miano noted that the government has set aside 205 million shillings to improve security and safety measures around the conservancy.
President William Ruto has set aside funds to continue compensating residents affected by human-wildlife conflict. The government of Kenya also consoles with all those who have been affected by human-wildlife conflict in the country, and will continue to allocate funds until all the pending claims are paid in full.
Now, over 100 children from various counties have received hearing aid at Kapsabet County Referral Hospital, bringing a new sense of hope. The charity initiative, which involves health experts and donors, targets children from underprivileged families who face significant challenges in learning and daily communication due to hearing impairments. The program aims to enhance their quality of life and enable better participation in school and social activities.
Of course, the equipment is only available in some places. Okay, in Rift Valley right now we have Nandi County as one of the centers. Nandi County and the Kapsabet Referral Hospital is one of the centers that provide screening. It provides diagnostics and assessments for hearing loss, and we provide hearing aids and assistive devices to those who are in need.
Mimi naweza himiza wazazi wenzangu, kama mtu anaona like kuna changamoto tu yoyote kwa mtoto, maybe unaona ni kama anasikia nikaski, usijidiagonize wewe mwenyewe useme anasikia maski, mpeleke ende akapimwe ndio ujue ukweli wa mambo.
Beneficiary yenye nimepata kwa hii nini imesaidia mtoto wangu mwenye hakuwa akisikia, na siku hizi anatumia hizo devices na amesaidika sana kwa shule.
And the Center of Multi-Party Democracy is calling on the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission to urgently investigate claims that some politicians are spending large sums of money during political rallies to hire goons. The organization warns that the funds being used could be proceeds of corruption, raising serious concerns about abuse of public resources and threats to peaceful political engagements. The group is urging authorities to take swift action, investigate the source of money and hold those responsible accountable.
Parliament has sat on the campaign financing law since 2013. We need those regulations done. We need IEBC to have a mechanism of regulating campaign financing so that then we compete based on issues and not who has money without knowing where that money is coming from.
It is possible to legitimize money politics in this country. You saw the youth effectively doing it. After June 2024, you saw the huge contributions going to churches going down. I think there are strategies that can be adopted.
And members of parliament from the Orange Democratic Movement, that's ODM, have resolved to support their party's leaders' efforts to engage in dialogue with other political parties ahead of and even after next year's general election. The lawmakers, including both MPs and senators within the party, stated that the talks are expected to begin with the ruling United Democratic Alliance, UDA, with the aim of crafting strategies that could position ODM within the next government. National Assembly Minority Leader Junet Mohammed confirmed that ODM legislators have endorsed a delegates meeting scheduled for 27th of this month to deliberate further on the proposed political engagements.
The parliamentary group meeting also endorsed the decision of the NEC to give mandate to our party leader to start the process of negotiation with the party, with other parties, with like-minded parties, starting with the UDA party, under the way the Central Committee and the NEC Committee, the NEC Committee approved. Parliamentary group also endorsed the decision to have the National Delegates Conference on 27th of March, 27th of this month, and from Friday, the party will communicate and give the 21-day notice that is required in law. The parliamentary group also agreed to receive the report of the 10-point agenda on Tuesday at a broad-based parliamentary group meeting that will be held at KICC on Tuesday.
Now, a cost-based opposition faction has endorsed Kalonzo Musyoka as its preferred presidential candidate in the upcoming general elections. The leader, speaking in Tononoka, Mombasa, after a closed-door meeting, declared their support for the Wiper Party leader, saying he represents a viable alternative for coastal residents and the country at large. During the address, they criticized President William Ruto, accusing his administration of failing to fulfill key promises to the coastal region. Among the concerns raised were unemployment, long-standing land disputes, and what they termed unfair distribution of national resources.
united opposition is united, that united opposition is strong, and it is unstoppable in the coastal region. Why the united oppositions? Because Kenyans are tired of the high cost of living, tired of high taxation, tired of unemployment, tired of broken promises, corruption and a failed leadership.
Watu wakifungua biashara, tax ziko juu, KRA wako pale, wamama, vijana wote wanaanza kufunga biashara zao. Ina lead nini? Ina lead kwa ujambazi.
William Samoei Ruto ni one term. Sababu zetu za kwa nini tunasema ni one term. William Samoei Ruto ameua demokrasi ya vyama vya siasa.
Na wale ndugu zetu, naomba pia wale ndugu zetu tulikuwa nao Azimio, akina Joe, waache tamaa, wakuje katika muungano wa one term.
Tunataka tukizungumza tuwe tumesikiza sauti ya wananchi. Sauti ya nani? Ya wananchi. Hiyo ndio sauti ambayo tunataka tuisikie ikitoka huko pwani. Na wananchi hawaje kuwa consulted kuhusu jambo hili. Lakini ukizunguka utawasikia wananchi wanasema hawataki hiyo njia ambayo viongozi wanajaribu kuwapeleka.
Now, public health services in Mombasa County face potential disruption as doctors under the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Dentists and Pharmacists Union have threatened to begin an official strike if the county government fails to address their long-standing demands. Speaking in Mombasa, the medical professionals complained of alleged maltreatment, noting that nearly 6 years after entering into return-to-work agreement, no significant measures have been implemented to honor the terms.
We are guided by professional ethos, and therefore everybody should stick to their lane. We are tired of political interference. We are tired of undignified work, and we are demanding, and it needs to be very clear, that we are demanding respect, dignity, and fair treatment as workers of this county.
And it's a problem that has been simmering. Once it started with 1 or 2 doctors, now we have upwards of 100 doctors who have not been promoted. Same caste, same script, different castes. Our members have made a resolve that kuanzia saa 6 usiku leo kila mtu atakuwa anashiriki mgomo mpaka ule wakati ambapo kitaeleweka.
The political interference that we saw from the MPs, from the MCAs, from everyone when you're dealing with political patients is just an expressive show that county has been on strike. So today we are going to join them. We will not only join them if the county government sit down and show us or give us or meet us all these demands that we expressed. Because it is 7 days, and for us it's either the things that we outlined in our strike notice are implemented, or doctors leave the hospitals for the county government and the politicians to handle forthwith.
Now, in business news, 6 companies have begun constructing factories at the Murang'a Industrial Complex located on the former land of Del Monte Kenya Limited, boosting the country's push for industrial growth. The project comes months after the Murang'a County government held its first investment conference, which approved 27 investors. Officials say the development are expected to create jobs and spur economic activity. Among the firms that have broken ground are Kenagro, which is setting up a factory to process certified hybrid seeds, and Kenya Tea Development Agency.
Coming here, creating what we call objective employment, which will ensure it is sustainable. The only thing I urge these manufacturers is to ensure you export. It is very important. Don't just target Kenyan market.
One way of creating jobs for our youth is through industrial jobs, and that is why we are building these industrial parks to be able to attract industrial investors to set up industries here and create jobs for our youth. But most importantly, when these industries are set up, most of their raw material they have to get it from our local communities. Yeah, so because we are attracting investment that with backward integration into as input to their processes.
Now, technology is playing an increasingly central role in wildlife conservation as experts gather in Nairobi for the Global Conservation Tech and Drone Forum 2026. Stakeholders at the 5-day meeting say tools such as drones, smart mapping, and real-time data systems are helping monitor poaching and manage human-wildlife conflict more effectively. Organizers note that technology has become essential to protecting wildlife and restoring ecosystems, with stronger collaboration needed to expand these solutions.
More than 1,500 new recruits that we want to keep on empowering and introducing to this new technology to ensure that they have the capability of monitoring our species, even including monitoring what is happening within our cross-border conservation areas.
The value of this event is to bring young people across Kenya, where we have over 250 students attending the event at the moment, actually seeing them and inspiring them to see the future of what technology can do, but where they can be creating business ideas and think about it from the future in terms of where we can add value and where it can be created and be absolutely valuable to Kenyans.
Currently, we are doing a lot of pilots in as far as drone technology is concerned. So we expect that the academia, the government, and the industry will come together to move it.
Now, farmers in Busia County and Kwale County are set to benefit from the distribution of free certified maize seeds as county government move to boost food security ahead of the planting season. In Busia, Governor Paul Otoma said the seeds are being distributed across all the 35 wards, noting that the initiative aims to increase farm productivity while promoting climate-smart agriculture among small-scale farmers. The governor added that access to certified seeds will help farmers improve yield and reduce losses, especially as the county works to strengthen household food security.
Serikali kufanya hivi vitu yote ni kujaribu kutoa watu wetu kwa njaa. Ya pili pia ni kutoa watu wetu kwa umaskini. Ya tatu ni kusaidia watu wetu kupata mapato. Sasa hivi tunafanya smart agriculture. Pale ulikuwa unapata gunia 2, tunataka upate gunia 5. Pale ulikuwa unapata gunia 5, tunataka upate gunia 20. Sasa tukule ile yako 2 ulikuwa unakula, alafu baki na 15.
Tuko na tani 39, takriban 39 ambazo tutazipeana katika wodi zote za kaunti ya Kwale. Tunayo mbegu ya mahindi, mbegu ya pojo na mbegu ya kunde. Hizi mbegu za mahindi zimekuja design mbili. Kuna PH1 alafu na PH4. Katika zile sehemu kame wao wanapata PH1.
And Kenya is set to receive $319 million equivalent to 50.3 billion shillings from the World Bank over the next 3 years to upgrade its digital infrastructure. The funds will be used to expand broadband connectivity to attract new investment into the country's technology ecosystem. Speaking in Nairobi, Tim Kelly said the financing under the Kenya Digital Economy Acceleration Project will support the adoption of open fiber and data standards, as well as development of a secure shared fiber infrastructure database.
Today we're talking in particular about the infrastructure component of the project, which is just over $200 million, and it involves investing around around $100 million to create an additional 27,000 kilometres of fibre in Kenya's backbone network. In addition, we'll be committing a further $65 million to last-mile connectivity for Kenya, providing internet access for schools, for hospitals, police stations, and for the government services as a whole.
Fibre networks essential to our national broadband system remain largely undocumented and inconsistently reported across operators, hampering informed decision-making by multiple stakeholders. Investment decisions, including those under the Universal Service Fund and the Digital Superhighway, have at times advanced without knowledge of existing infrastructure, resulting in unnecessary duplication of routes, inefficient allocation of capital, preventive damage during construction,
and the government has officially unveiled a new plan to expand Jomo Kenyatta International Airport months after cancelling a multi-billion shillings agreement with India's Adani Group. Road and Transport Cabinet Secretary Davis Chirchir said the proposed expansion will ease congestion at the airport while increasing passenger handling and cargo capacity to meet growing demands. He added that further details on the project scope, financing and implementation timelines will be communicated once technical assessments are finalized.
Out competitively advertising for interested bidders to come in today. And when we close the bids, there are the PPDA rules on opening of bids. Evaluation process will be in line with the law and so on and so forth. So basically, speculations, you cannot stop Kenyans from speculating, and this is why, as Minister for Roads and Transport, I'm here today to assure Kenyans of the process that we've initiated. I've shown you the documents. We've been working on this master plan since February last year. We'll really work around the clock and expect to deliver a new airport within 3 years. What we'll be doing is, parallel to the new airport, we'll be working on an optimization upgrade of the current facility within 15 months. So that within 15 months, the current facility should be able to uptake up to 12 million customers.
And finally, it's a wrap for EBN News at 1 p.m. Many thanks for watching. My name is LETICIA AFANDI. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.